It is no secret that freshwater access around the world is limited in 2017, and as our population continues to rise and industry growth continues to deplete our freshwater reserves, it becomes more and more of an increasing issue. This is a problem that affects everyone, no matter your location on Earth or your economic status. Everyone is affected. Mismanagement of our fresh water, such as lakes, rivers, and groundwater reserves beneath the surface, have led to a shortage that affects billions around the world today. This is a massive issue, and there's no way that just one single solution will be the answer. This, however, makes every contributing solution that much more important. One of the oldest methods of dealing with freshwater shortage humans have turned to is desalination of ocean water. Greek sailors used evaporation techniques to get fresh drinking water thousands of years ago. So why can't we just get everyone water from the ocean if it's as easy as just boiling some water? Well, unfortunately, it takes a lot of energy and money to move around all this water on top of the filtering processes, and so there have been technological difficulties. As this problem has become more of an issue with the population rising and freshwater reserves being depleted, in some cases even permanently, this industry has grown a great deal, and there have been many advancements in our desalination processes. Therefore, desalination of our ocean waters is an important tool we as society must use to solve this important issue. Fortunately, a large majority of the world's population already lives in coastal regions, meaning desalination can impact a great deal of people. As mentioned earlier, there have been advancements in some of these desalination methods. There are two general methods of large-scale desalination, one being a thermal process, usually vaporization and condensation of seawater, or opposingly there is membrane techniques, which use membranes made of certain materials to filter out the dissolved minerals and salt from the seawater. A thermal process which has seen promise as of late is a method which is called multi-stage flash distillation, which is essentially a repeating or concurrent set of vessels in which the water is evaporated and condensed into the following vessel. These vessels have a very energy efficient design because each chamber can use the energy from the previous chamber to boil the seawater through energy conservation devices. These designs do not need as much of a pretreatment or filtering before the distillation in comparison to their membrane methods. Being a thermal process, this means it requires a large amount of energy in general, which results in costly fuel prices, and so these methods are somewhat restricted to advancements in energy efficiency. Reverse osmosis is a process which has been implemented on a large scale for decades. This process uses pressure to force water through semi-permeable membranes that only allow the water to pass through and filter out the unwanted salt from the seawater. This process uses pressure and does not need to heat the water and is therefore less affected by incoming seawater temperature as well. Both attribute it to being much more energy and cost-effective method. One drawback to this method, or any membrane technique, is something called membrane fouling, the clogging of the membranes or the pores or pathways. This means that water must be treated slightly prior to the reverse osmosis, which is another added cost. There have been several improvements of the membrane materials in recent years, which is dramatically increasing the percentage of reverse osmosis desalinized water being consumed today around the globe. In conclusion, we need to implement more of these processes around the globe to help combat this freshwater scarcity. As they have shown, they can help contribute on a large scale and affect millions of people by getting them the fresh water they need.